Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. Where we last left off, Elma was showing us around the city of New Los Angeles, and we have yet another new companion by the name of Lynn. We were introduced to the director of Blade. We were given a little bit more background about what exactly happened after the destruction of Earth and the colonization for Mira. And now, well, let's see what happens. And hello, Serena. Glad you could make it. What does this do? Oh. Huh. Okay, you can't really see this, but I basically am in control of a few emotes for my character. So I can do this.
Hello.
I can do this.
Shall we?
And that. And this. Wow, I can basically do a lot of things.
Cheers.
Wow. Alright. I think I've had my fun, so let's go ahead and continue on with what we're doing, shall we?
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout Console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout Console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo.
Oh, I just realized you can control the camera during cutscenes like this. Unable to confirm Blade ID. That's right, because we don't have one yet.
Yes?
This is mission control. As a Blade, you can... Oh! I see that you haven't registered as a Blade, Benicia. Well, if you do register and join the division, you'll be able to accept missions right here. I understand that you haven't decided what role you wish to play here in New LA, and that's fine. But I believe you would make a splendid Blade. Trust me, I've seen off countless Blades standing right here. I know talent when I see it.
Yes?
My name is Eleonora, and I serve as Blade's receptionist. Most missions are managed through the terminal, but if you need to make a special report, please speak to me. Additionally, if you have any questions about your assignments, feel free to ask me anything. If there's anything that I can do to help, I hope you'll let me be of service. Now go do your best, Benicia. I expect great things from you.
Alright.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout Console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout Console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sort of. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you're ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Well, of course, Serena. These are a different type of blades than the ones in Xenoblade 2. Unlike the blades in Xenoblade 2, where they require core crystals to function, this is an actual organization that's basically set to help humanity progress after colonizing on Mira.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the door. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Okay, Serena. Good to know. Alright, now what's this? Oh, we can't use that because we don't have an ID. Bummer. Oh well.
Working hard? I can tell you.
If you join Blade, you'll be able to use the shop terminal in Armory Alley to buy armaments from the city's various arms manufacturers. And once you acquire a Skell license, you'll be able to buy Skells from there as well. When that happy day comes, I hope you'll consider buying one of the high-quality Skells from my company, Sakuraba Industries.
Working hard? Thank you.
The arms manufacturers have been asked to prioritize new weapons development, but that sort of work requires resources and money. And there aren't any large investors in New LA, so we have to seek capital and Ameranium from individual blades. The amounts of investment provided by each is small, but merge enough small streams and you end up with a mighty river. At least that's what we're counting on. If you join Blade, I hope you'll consider investing in your preferred arms manufacturers.
Whatever.
Yes, actually. But I'm not going to talk about it. I don't even want to entertain the possibility of it being true. I'm just going to stay positive and hold on to hope, so please don't ask again. We sell strange and unusual stuff my husband picks up on the job. He's a pathfinder, so he's always finding crazy space junk and whatnot. I don't have anything to show you right now, unfortunately, but check back later. He should be back in a little while with a new haul that'll blow your bell socks clean off.
where can we go next? Oh, don't worry, Serena. We will get fabulous later. After we acquire a license. First things first, though. How do I actually get one? And where do I go?
Yeah?
I don't recall passing anyone by the name of Bruno.
Working hard?
As part of the Earth-Life colonization project, interstellar ships took off from a number of cities. However, we don't have any idea what happened to the others. We've been transmitting a signal from Mira in an attempt to establish contact, but we haven't had any replies yet. It's possible that we're all that's left of humanity. No, ignore that. We mustn't lose hope.
Working hard? What to do?
The expansion of Frontier Nav hasn't been progressing the way I'd hoped. It's mainly because of interference from the Indigens. Though I suppose we are the ones encroaching on their turf. It's only natural they'd fight to protect it. I just wish we could find a way to install the data probes without having to do so much needless fighting. If you think about it, that's true.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here.
Commander Vandam, eh?
Too. They're based in the tower. Guys like Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Story mission complete. Well, if you think about Serena, it wouldn't be a Xeno game if there wasn't at least a character by the name of Vandam, or at least Van in their name. Like in Xenoblade 1, there was a general by the name of Vanguard or whatever. I don't know. It was a dude with a mustache that only a mother could love at the start of the Xenoblade 1 game. But yeah. Alright. I think we might have seen everything. At least so far. Oh, what the hell? What's this? Access denied. Field skill level insufficient. Oh. I guess we'll have to go back to that later. Oh well. And if you also think about it, there was also like if you remember from XC3's trailer, there was a character who looked suspiciously like Vandam from XC2, but at the same time he wasn't. So, you never know. In fact, we don't even know who he is yet, but I'm definitely certain that it's Xenoblade 3's Vandam. But yeah.
wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course. And I would never force or coerce anyone.
Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Yay!
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pathway within the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Emma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Alright. Let's do it. I don't know. Chapter 2. The New Frontier. I mean, I don't know if they're that big of a problem, Serena. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but still. You never know. They could be trustworthy. Who knows? Wait, where am I supposed to... Oh, right. Still trying to get used to this new environment.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Maybe.
Seriously? That was you? Cool.
I don't think so. Those Grexes we took down were fairly routine. Definitely not something they'd block both gates over, at least.
Then I take my cool back. But wait a sec. You guys fought Grexes? The two of you? Hey, that's still pretty cool. They've been hassling a lot of teams lately, especially how they hunt in packs and all.
No, Serena. No.
Let's not get too
I want to be
excited.
surprised, that's all.
Confidence can be good. Overconfidence can be fatal, especially when you're new.
Yeah, you're right.
But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the east gate, shall we?
Mm-hmm. This is Eleonora, Blade Support Lead. Uh-huh. Okay. So now we have the map on our Wii U gamepad. Sweet. Alright, real quick. I want to see if I can adjust the settings real quick so that the voices are a little bit louder. Let's see, where do I go? Alright. Uh-huh. Odd. No volume control for voices? That's weird. Okay. Oh yeah, I just realized. Hold on a second. Hold on a smidge. I just realized something. Now that we officially have our license, let's see if we can actually test some of the shops now. Ow. Still don't have our license? Damn it. Oh well, I guess we'll get it later. Maybe after this mission.
Hey. Yes?
Why not get used to battling indigens by fighting some Ovis? This place is lousy with them after all. Unlike Rexes and other, more ferocious indigens, Ovis won't even attack you unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice? Don't mistakenly pick a fight with any of the dangerous creatures near Sarum Lake to the north. Numerous skilled interceptors have fallen to the indigents in that area. As a noble goal as protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of one of those indigents, just turn and run away. I guess, Serena. Just don't go too far into spoilers. That's what I'm asking. And if you do, don't tell me. I still want to be surprised. Right. Real quick. I'm gonna change the party leader real quick. There we go.
Engaging. Laid out the fire.
Chrome armor. I've got to cover fire. Infuriate! Flame grenade!
Lightning. Slinger. Shadow strike.
Kill me! We can't afford to be sloppy!
Upper hand. Appendage destroyed. Forbidden strike.
I'm guessing that beacon is where we need to go.
Engaging.
Roger. The early birds smashes the
Now it's
worm.
my turn.
Chrome
Upper
armor.
hand.
Flame grenade! Fire carnival!
Lightning. Slinger. Get in close. Land it low.
When I hit hard.
Side slash. Nice. Move in and do some
When
damage.
I hit hard. Wow! You guys are tough, but let's not get careless.
Oh. Well. Ain't this a sight to see?
What the hell happened here?
Oh. One of them's still alive.
You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago. But it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
Well, You could be right, Serena, but I still want to know just in case. Let's inquire.
Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in the area. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Wow.
Fair
Smart.
enough.
I feel the
Don't push
love.
it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get ourselves prepped up. Alright. Yeah. But, we might possibly get out of this alive. Who knows? I'll just see what happens. Alright, all of Elma's arts are now at level 2. Now we just need to go ahead and level up Benicia's next. So, Let's go to Benicia. And let's see what we can level up. Oh wait, shit. Yeah. And just for good measure, we'll go ahead and make chrome armor stronger. 'Cause, you know, we need to. Oh, we don't have enough battle points. Oh well. Alright, let's see what we can do with Lynn. Oh. Bother. Oh well. And just in case, we're gonna go ahead and give the party leader role back to Benicia, because something tells me we may need to have all the healing that we'll need. Alright. Let's do it.
They've seen us. Open fire! Now! Target in sight! Fire! Flame grenade! Shadow strike!
Oh, it's only level 5. We can take it.
Side slash! Flame club! Appreciate it. Use an aura! Get control of the battle! Slide! Slinger! Infuriate! Now! Melee attacks! Side slash! Shadow strike! Soul hammer! Upper hand! Heal me! I should heal up first! Slide knife! Move in and do some damage! Infuriate! Green edge! Flame grenade! Carnival! Side slash! Appreciate it. Infuriate! Shadow strike! Nice! Move in and do some damage! Slide! Slinger!
Darn. Oh well. Hey, we did it!
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Alright.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Planting probes is easy, and the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi. That's true on any planet.
I'm Lau, a Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press the A button. This requires your mechanical field skill to be up to snuff, so don't forget to level it up. Okay. Alright. Let's head back to HQ. Wait, what's this? Oh! You can change the time in this place? Huh. Interesting. So this is how you change the time of day. Okay, okay. Cool. I'll have to remember that. You know, now I think about it, this theme is giving me a lot of Guar Plains and Gormati vibes. Well, the music from Gormod anyway. Oh, so I guess this is NLA's daytime music. And the one we've heard before is its nighttime theme. Now, what's this blinking icon?
Great.
Wait a second. Is that even where we're meant to go? I guess it is. Alright. Oh. Still no ID. Oh, hello! What do we have here?
Commander Vandam.
Well, now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Yay!
So yeah, that's Commander Vandam. How lovely.
Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Uh-huh. Let's ask about divisions.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit...
Hey, that guy looks familiar.
But it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next?
Yeah, you may want to write this down.
Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
Alright.
Alright, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
Okay.
Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like.
Oh.
So there's really no reason to stress about this.
Okay.
Alright, you ready to choose?
Yep. Alright. And by familiar, Serena, I mean he's not the same person, but he kind of reminds me of someone I think you and I both know. Anyway, let's go ahead and choose a branch.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
Uh-huh. Select your division. Okay, the Pathfinder's main task is to place data probes that expand Blade's info network. The Interceptor's primary duty is to protect the people of New LA from indigent threats. The Harriers are in charge of eliminating threats from Mirror's most dangerous creatures. The Reclaimer's task is to locate and retrieve pieces of wreckage from the White Whale. Maybe. Curators are charged with scouting unexplored territories and collecting materials found there. Prospectors mainly focus on using frontier naps and mine for minerals and resources. Outfitters help the arms manufacturers to develop new weapons and equipment. And the mediators solve problems that arise between the residents of New LA. Okay, so which division should we choose? We have 8 to choose from, and we can always change them at any time. So, we can do mediators, outfitters, prospectors, curators, reclaimers, harriers, interceptors, and Pathfinders. What do you think we should do? The Reclaimers? Alright. Let's do it. Choose this division. Confirm.
Then it's settled?
Yep.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Yay!
And welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Ah, yes. Chapter 3. Builders of a Legacy. Oh, now we can get stuff from New LA. Sweet. Oh! And we have fast travel, too. Nice. Arms manufacturers. Alright. Sweet. Let's get on with it, then. First...
Thanks.
I don't get it. Nelson's team was full of talented blades, and they were even outfitted with a skull. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is in the eastern part of Primordia. Will do, sir. Okay, now... Can I see what this thing is? Customization Center? Nice. So we get to design our own room. Or... whatever. Oh. Well, yeah, well... well, it's just this one, anyway. But, yeah. Secondary... I'm sure we'll get more colors later on. Floor 1... Yeah. Alright. Next up is the Skellhanger. Yeah, Alright. And now for the Holofigure Gallery. Okay. Yeah, I agree. That's a good point, Serena. Let's do that. Wall decals. Oh, wow. There's a lot to choose from. Now for lighting. Oh, we don't have any options for that yet. Whatever, that's fine. I'm pretty sure we'll unlock more later. Now what's this? Support missions. Division activity. Alright. Cool, cool. Uh-huh. Change divisions. Oh, so this is where we get to... This is where we get to change our division. Although it looks like... It looks like we'll need a certain amount of money in order to do that. Oh well. Hopefully that shouldn't be too hard. And hey, we can probably always get some more money by defeating monsters or selling. Alright, now I get to see what each one of these little consoles... Oh, it's currently undergoing maintenance. Bother. Oh. Okay. So this is basically where you can do all sorts of side missions. Alright. Sounds cool.
Now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry. Getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I get. Not to say or just anybody, you're great. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, we're the odds the very first person I asked would help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1. I'm shy, you see, and I had about worked myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers over the staring awkwardness and... Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skills. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair of their skells. Apparently, something called the whimsical Duo Guild attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... No. Bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical Duo Guild that broke their skells still kicking around. Much as I want to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But, on the other hand, the thought of those poor skells lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help, and then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this in Mission Control. Alright. but I don't have time for rules, man. I can't just stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'll be rescuing will. I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble. So if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it.
Alright.
Hey,
Now then.
I guess we're doing our first side mission then. Oh, it's getting close to... It's getting close to nighttime.
Open fire! Now! That's your cover fire. Infuriate! Flame grenade!
move in and keep the rhythm
So I'm
going.
allowed to go all out? Wild down!
Scream! Move in and do some damage.
Slick edge. Enemies down! We can lay it! Slick edge. I'm feeling pretty good. Wild smash!
Side slash.
Flame grenade!
Off back.
Kill me! We can't let it be so
I owe you
easy.
one.
Fire carnival! Chrome armor!
Upper hand.
Infuriate!
Move in and
That's
strike.
the way to go.
We got him. Let's move.
Nice. Yeah, I know, Serena. I know. And don't worry, I will. What is this? Oh, these are just item orbs. Okay. Cool, cool.
This can't be good.
Uh-oh.
Shadow strike! Fire carnival! Infuriate! Wild flame grenade! Roll in!
Now,
Chrome armor! Slick edge! When I hit hard! Oopsie daisy! Fire away!
early bird.
That was a stretch. Neutralized. Nice work.
Okay, so these are just telling me where to find all these item orbs at. Cool, cool. Oh. Oh. Okay, so that eye icon right next to it basically tells you if an enemy is like... if it can spot you. I'll keep that in mind. Meep. Oh, well, that's not where we're going, but... Oh, hello. The tower is like... Last time we saw it, it was at 60%. Now it's 55. Whatever they're using up for the city, it must be going down. Pretty darn fast, from the looks of it. Oh. Okay, now that is definitely a tyrant. Oh. Hey! It's Miles Morales! I'm just kidding. It's not, but still.
Yo,
Hey! Little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skull's busted too. Damn thing won't move at all. Think maybe you can spare some supplies? Oh. Sadie sent you? Well, why didn't you say so instead of letting me flap my gums like an idiot? Here, give me the supplies. I need to get this skull patched pronto. Thanks, pal. You're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up. Know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out here in one piece. That was supposed to be a dig? You digging at us? Because I don't like to cut your jib. Hell, if that giant indigent thing hadn't turned up, I'd be home slamming down a cold one right now. How the heck did you beat the whimsical duo kill anyway? That thing was huge! What? You made it all the way here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh. Either somebody's watching out for you, or somebody's got in for us. One or the other. Wait. That means that damn whimsical duo gill's still on the rampage somewhere. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade's as lucky as you know? We've gotta take a thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is still good enough to be a whimsical duo gill? Me? I want to suck the giant lug right in its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment put on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the route and kick that ugly thing right in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. Oh. Wait. That thing's only level 9. This'll be easy. Right? Right?
Go easy on me.
You ready for anything?
Punch first. Ask questions later. Recuperate. My turn. Flint edge. Flame grenade. Chrome armor. Infuriate.
They're off guard. Stab them with a melee attack.
Yes, I can stagger the fire.
Slinger!
Uh-oh.
Upper hand!
I need a heal. No.
Early burn!
I have to rely on Elma and Lynn to get me.
But not out.
I'm not gonna make it. I have to stay in this. Help me!
Hey, we did it.
Getting stronger. My cooking got better.
Welcome, Steelers Nation 2003. Glad you could make it. Well, you beat that whimsical duo guild into next week yet? Hold on now. Judging from the air of confidence and the smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well, shoot, that's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. I really gotta thank you. Well, while you're off fighting, I was working on this skull. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like we'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these dad probes in at the Frontier nav probe sites and be back home in time for supper. Hopefully the Hopefully the indigen data they churn out will make sure no one else gets another nasty surprise. Hey, thanks. The Pathfinders are an elite group even by Blade standards, which means average slubs like me have got to work extra hard to keep up. And that means it's time for me to patch the skill up and get back to work. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? Heh. It's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your ass handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be finding things that can easily crush skulls. I gotta remember to be a lot more careful, or I'm going to wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes for me from here on out. You be careful too, yeah? Let's the both of us live a long, long time. See where humanity goes, you know?
Yay!
Alright. Let's go to the Blade Barracks. Alright. Well, I think this might be a good place to end this here. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everybody. This is Diesel202 signing off. Goodbye, everybody's.